Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see all of us here today. Welcome back to week four, and it's been strong. It's been healthier. It's been pretty. I'm very happy to see everybody here, from Jane to Dosa to everybody online. Um, what we talk? Jesus. Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome back to week four. It's been nice seeing everybody here. Um, it's been a great time with you guys. It's been a great experience in everybody's life. And yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to week four. It's been a wonderful time with everybody. I can see all our faces here. Although I'm not seeing our faces, but I'm seeing our faces anyways. Um, Welcome to week four. I hope we've all submitted assignments. Yeah, we can see some assignments dropping in during the week, and we are still expecting more assignments coming. And yeah, from our comment section, we can see that a lot of people are struggling to submit their assignments, and I think that has been answered. So I hope we are all happy. So I'm happy to be here because it's another Saturday to learn new things and great things. And I'm sure it's another Saturday for you guys to learn good and great stuff also. So you just need to be happy the way I am so we can all get along. So yeah, welcome to week four. The first section we're going to take today is the web development. Yeah, web development. So we're going to be playing the recorded version or section for the web development. Trainer is unavailable at the moment, but we're going to be taking the recording. So please feel free to drop all your questions on the comment section so that we can attend to them immediately ASAP. Okay, so let's have a nice time together. And I'm going to bring down Mr. Abdul Martin, who is going to take on the section, the pre-recorded section, anyways. But it's fun. So remember, have fun.
Different kind of tags. We did. Hello, welcome to yet another web development class. In our last class, we stopped at treating tags. We treated different kind of tags. We did the heading tags, the H1 to H6 tag. We treated the image tag. We also did we also treated how to add images to our website. So this is a brief of what we did in our last class. We treated what's the HTML tag. I told you HTML is the extension for the HTML file so that the browser can understand that this is an HTML file. This doc type here is what browser is going to use as to tell it's what's the HTML, sorry, is going to tell the browser that this type of document is an HTML. I also mentioned that the HTML is hypertext markup language. Also the CSS, which we'll go into later on, is cascading style sheets, which is styles. So backgrounds, the different colors you're seeing on your website are written CSS, which we're going to last class I mentioned how to add images. I also said we can get images online, get the link, and also use that link for our web page, which right now. Instead of having a picture on our computer and using that computer, I'm using that picture on the computer inside our web page, and also get a web page from another a picture from another website and add it our own web page. How do we do that? Let's get a picture. So we are doing web development now. Let's search web development picture. Okay, we've gotten one. Yeah. Let's just, we're not downloading it, we're copying the link of that picture. So we're going to get the link of that picture and use it on our own website. So let's get one of those picture, the link of one of this picture. Okay. So I can just copy this link. So I can right click on it and copy image address. That's the link. And put it inside our own code. Remember, the source is where it's the link to our web page. Because the HTML file is the same place with our picture. That's why we're just writing PNG. Right now, the name of our picture is pic. And the extension for that picture is, we have other extensions for pictures. We have the JPEG, we have extension also matters. Extension for your pictures also matters. So in case that the picture is ending at .jpeg, you have to put .jpeg instead of the PNG. So let's just copy our link. We've copied our link and let's replace this. So I've pasted the link to our picture right here in source. If I should save this and let's save it, Control S is the short save, which you do, or go to file and save. Yeah. Okay. So after you've written some codes, you need to save it so that it can show up on your web browser. Let's go to our web page. This is the one we are writing right now. And as you can see, this is the picture we linked to. You can see it's the same picture. The reason it's not showing on the same size, the reason it's not showing the same size of pics right here is because we changed the size. See, in our code, we gave it a width of 250 pixels and an height of 400. We should remove that. It's going to show the original size of a picture. To save this, go back to the browser and reload. And as you can see, this is the original size of our picture. Okay, moving on to other tags. So we have other tags out there. We've done the H1 to H6, which is heading tag. So if you want to use if you want to make an heading, you use the H1 H6 tag. And also we've done for paragraph, if you want to make a paragraph, I showed you the difference between writing inside the paragraph tag and just writing in the and just writing in the Sublime text, just writing normal text in the Sublime text. Remember, the Sublime text can also be used to write normal text, but it's not made for that. So moving on to other tags, we have other tags out there. I mentioned in the last class that we have the list tag, we have the unordered list tag, we have the ordered list tag. We have the anchor tag. Anchor tag is for links. So if you want to link to another website, we can use the anchor tag. So let's try that. This is the anchor tag. A tag is the anchor tag. So how do we do that? We write the angle bracket A, also as the opening tag and the closing tag. And remember that the Sublime Text is going to suggest some things for us. So as we're writing our tags, it's going to suggest some things for us. So that's the use of, that's one of the feature of Sublime Text, that's Notepad, which I mentioned that you can use for web development, doesn't have. So this is the opening tag, and we're going to write the closing tag, which has the /. So this anchor tag also has an attribute. So I mentioned earlier that this thing here, like the source, the alternative, the ALT here you're seeing here are called attributes. So these are attributes of the images. The anchor tag also has an attribute called href. So it's used to link to other things, or like a reference. Okay, so this is an attribute of the anchor tag, the A tag. So inside this anchor tag right here, right, because we want to link to the website. Okay, remember you can write anything you want in here, but right now I'm going to write Google because I want to link to Google website. I can even write instead of writing Google, I can write another thing and also put the Google link there. But anytime I click on that link, it's going to go to the Google website. So now that I have written Google, save this. And let's scroll down. And as you can see at the bottom right here, you see we put in our Sublime Text. And as you can see, it is highlighted. Okay, it is highlighted because it is a link. Okay, so right now, if we click on it, it's not going to go anywhere because we haven't given it a place to go to. We haven't given it a link to go to. Give it a link. We are going to that link right here. So any link we put in here is going to be the link it's going to go to. So let's put a link. www.google.com. And once we reload our page and we click on it, it's going to take us to the Google website. As you can see, it took us to the Google website. Took us to the Google website. And we can go back. So this is the default style for a link, though we can change it. If we don't want it to be like this, we can change it to, we can change the style. We can give it a black color. We can remove the underline. But for now, just know that anytime you write a link, this is the way it's going to look like. It's going to be lined and the color is going to be like this. So this anchor tag also has another attribute, which is called target. Remember, when we click on this, it loads on the same page. Okay, it goes to Google on the same page. What if we don't want it to go to Google on the same page? wanted to open a new page and go to and open Google on that new page. How do we do that? So there's another attribute called target. The attribute called target. As you can see, it's already suggesting it for me, and you can see A right here, which means attribute. I can just click on it, and it's going to bring it here. So the thing that will be going into attributes to tell it that it should open it in a new page is blank. I'm going to put in blank here, underscore blank. So yeah, this is saying that the target we want it to go to a new page, a blank page. So it's going to take it, it's going to another page and open on that page. Let's save it and go back to our website. And now, once we click on Google, it's going to open Google on another page. As you can see, that's open Google on another page, not on the same page. Okay, so that's the work of that attribute target, then blank. So this is the work of the anchor tag. So it's to link to another web page. Even if the web page is not online, maybe we have we want to link to we have different pages. We made different pages. We have the home page, we have the about page, and we want to link to that about page. It's in the code for the about page. We can also do that using the anchor tag. Okay. Let's move on to the list. So we have two different type of lists. We have the unordered list and we have the ordered list. So the ordered list is a list that is numbered. Okay. So for instance, that is ordered. So for instance, I want to go to market and I have a list of things I want to buy. And then on that paper or anywhere I want to write it, I write number 1, I want to buy a laptop. Number 2, I want to buy a bag. Number 3, I want to buy an headphone. So those things are ordered. So I am ordering them. This is 1, 2, 3. But for unordered, it's not numbered. So I can just write it anyhow. I'm not writing number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not like that. I can just list them without numbering them. So let's get to it so you see what I'm talking about. Let's reduce the size of this image. Another attribute, as you can see, is showing A. So it's another attribute for image. And I'm going to give it on that. Now let's go to our list. So first we're going to do the ordered list. So how do we do that? Ordered list is OL. So we have the opening tag. This also has opening tag and closing tag. Remember, some tags has the opening tag and the closing tag, while some are self-closing. Done. The body tag, for instance, has the opening. The image tag is self-closing. As you can see, it doesn't have a closing tag, so it closes by itself. That's the meaning of self-closing tags. For the order list, we're going to write OL. Close. Then the closing tag, remember it as the / OL again. Then inside this, we want to make a list of things and we want to make it numbered. So since we've used the ordered list, the HTML already knows that anything we write in here is going to be bad. So how do we write the list of things? Use the list tag. Okay. You're going to use the list tag, and you're going to see that right now. So the list tag, you open it, LI, then I can just click on the LI. I just clicked on the suggested item, which I want to choose, which is the LI. So the LI is the list tag, okay? This here is the parents of the LI, okay? So we have parents and we have children. For instance, this OL here is a child of the body. I'm going to be explaining that later. So this, you can see the OL is inside the body, the H1 is inside the body. So the H1 is a child of the body, the P tag is the child of the body, the image is the child of the body, the anchor tag is the child of the body, the OL is the child of the body. But this LI you're seeing here is not the child of the body because it's not inside the body directly. It is the child of this OL. And the OL in turn is the child of the body tag. So now moving on, I've written the OL. Then the list of things we want to write here is going to lists. Okay. So now let's say I want to buy number one bag. Let's write bag. So if I want to write another thing inside the list, I am going to have to write another list tag. Another list tag. How do I do that? So I'm going to write another thing inside the list again. Let's write headphone. And so on and so on and so on. So if I want to keep writing, if I want to write 10 lists, I have to write it inside 10 different list tag. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this and paste it. Next one, laptop. The next one, telephone. So now we can save this. Once we've saved that, we can go to our web page. And as you can see, I have the list right here. As you can see, it is numbered. So we have number one, bag, number two, headphone, number three, laptop, and number four, a telephone. And see, it's numbered in here. Okay, so this is ordered list. So now let's go to the unordered list and see how that is going to be. Let's create the unordered list. So the way we are going to do the unordered list is just the same way we did this ordered list. But the list is going to be written like this. But the only difference is that unordered list is UL. The tag for unordered list is tag for ordered list is OL, while the tag for unordered list is L. Write UL. And I am just going to choose this. So it completes it for me. Remember the autocomplete and suggestion. So it's going to complete it for me. Once I choose that, once I click on the suggestion, it's going to complete the tag for me. So inside this tag, I am going to write the list tag. List tag. I just click on the suggestions, complete it for me. Let's say for another list, let's say Apple. Apple, rice, say banana, and last one, let's say orange. Orange. Okay. So now if I save this now, let's save now, and I go here and reload. And as you can see, it is unordered. So it's not numbered. As you can see, this one is numbered: the bag, headphone, laptop, telephone, ordered. So numbered 1, 2. While this, it's not numbered. You can just see the dots here to tell you that it is a list. Okay, so this is an ordered list and this is an ordered list. By order, it's not numbered at all. So apple, we have the apple, we have the ice, we have the banana, and we have the orange. That is for lists. Okay, so that is treating to yet another. So now moving on, I've written the OL. Then the list of things we want to write here is going to lists. Okay. So now let's say I want to buy number 1 bag. Let's write bag. So if I want to write another thing inside the list, I am going to have to write another list tag. Another list tag. How do I do that? So I'm going to write another thing inside the list again. Let's write headphone. And so on and so on and so on. So if I want to keep writing, if I want to write 10 lists, I have to write it inside 10 different list tag. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this and paste it. Next one, laptop. The next one, telephone. So now we can save this. Once we've saved that, we can go to our web page. And as you can see, I have the list right here. As you can see, it is numbered. So we have number 1, bag, number 2, headphone, number 3, laptop, and number 4 a telephone. You can see it's numbered in here. Okay, so this is ordered list. So now let's go to the unordered list and see how that is going to be. Let's create the unordered list. So the way we're going to do the unordered list is just the same way we did this ordered list. But the list is going to be written like this. But the only difference is that unordered list is UL. The tag for unordered list is the tag for ordered list is OL, while the tag for unordered list is L. Write UL, and I am just going to choose this. So it completes it for me. Remember the autocomplete and suggestion. So it's going to complete it for me. Once I choose that, once I click on the suggestion, it's going to complete the tag for me. So inside this tag, I am going to write the list tag. List tag. I just click on the suggestions, complete it for me. Let's say for another list, let's say Apple. Apple, rice. Let's say banana. And last one, let's say orange. Orange. Okay. So now if I save this now, let's save now. And I go here and reload. And as you can see, it is unordered. So it's not numbered. As you can see, this one is numbered. The bag, headphone, laptop, telephone, ordered. So numbered 1, 2. While this, it's not numbered. You can just see the dots here to tell you that it is a list. Okay, so this is an ordered list and this is an ordered list. By order, it's not numbered at all. So apple, we have the apple, we have the ice, we have the banana, and we have the orange. That is for lists. Okay, so that is treating list, another list, and the ordered list. So we've done the H1 to H6, the heading tags. This one here is an heading tag. As you can see, we've done the paragraph, we've done the image, the anchor tag, and we've also treated lists. We are going to be treating styles. So we have different ways to add styles to our HTML file. There's a way we can add it inline. That means we're adding it to our HTML file. And there's a way we can add it outside the HTML file. So we can add our style outside the HTML file in a CSS file, then link it to our HTML file. But before we go that far, let's try to change some styles in our HTML, like for instance, the color, the background color, and all that. So if we want to change the background color, let's say the background color of our page, how do we go about that? So where are we going to add those styles? So the inline styles are going to be added as it's added inside this tag. For instance, if we want to change the background of the body, that means we're changing the background of our website. We are going to add it to body tag. So we'll be adding that style to the body tag. And how do we do that? Just create a space. Then you write style, an attribute. So you write style, equal to, then a quotation mark. Then inside this quotation mark, you're going to mention the property and you're going to mention what you want the value of that property to be. Okay, so what are we trying to change right now? We are trying to change the background. Right now, the background of our web page is white. So what if we want to change the background color of our web page to, let's say, blue or red or any other color out there? So we're going to write an attribute, a value, proper background. Sorry, a property background. You can see as it's in P. So P is for property. So let's say a background color. Then we're going to write a value for that background color. Let's say blue. So blue is a value, or black, or any other color. So let's write blue. And now if we save this file, if we save it and we go back to our web page and load, you're going to see that our web page right now is in blue. So the background for our web page is in blue. So it doesn't look that good. Okay. So I am going to change it back to white. So I can just put white right here. Just put white right here and save, go back and reload, and it changes back to white. Okay, so let's say we want to change the color of our text. Okay, so let's say this dummy text is not as big as we want it to be. We can change the size, we can change the font, can change the font family of this text right here. If we don't like the font of the text, we can just change the font size. We can change the font family of the text. We can also change the color of that text. So how do we do that? We go to our H1 where our text is written, just like the way we did for our body. We write style. Then inside the style, we're going to write font size. Font size. Change the size of the font. And then for the font size, we are going to write a size for fonts. Let's say we want let's say 20 pixels. So 20 pixels. Save. Okay. Come in. So for the font size, I think 20 pixels is quite small. So let's change it to, let's say about, so as you can see, the dummy text has increased in size. Right now, this is the size 40 pixels. Let's change it to 50. And it's going to be bigger. So as you can see, the dummy text becomes bigger, becomes a lot bigger than how it was before. Okay, so that's the property font size and the value 50 pixels. We can also change other properties like the font family. Let's say we want the font family to be Helvetica. So Helvetica is a type of font which we are going to use here, Helvetica. Then we reload and you can see the font family has changed. So the style of the font family has changed. Right now, the font size, we've changed the font size and also we've changed the font family. Okay. So those are the ways to change different styles in the HTML file. So if you want to change an inline style, we can change it like this. Okay, we can also change this one too. We can give this one, let's say we want to change the color. We don't want black, we want to change it to another color. We can also change that. So how do we do that? We write color for letters of for letters like this, for paragraphs, sorry, for paragraphs like this. If you want to change it, you write blue, and I am going to save this. And after saving, I reload, and as you can see, color has changed from black to family. Also, if we want that family, after we've written property, you're going to write a colon, and at the end of the colon, you're going to write a semi. Okay. After we've written the property, here, we've written the background color, which is a property. We wrote value of white, and there's a semicolon after writing the white, just like you've seen for the font size, the font family, the color here, and also we're going to do the same for the font size here. So I'm going to change the font size to, let's say, 20 pixels. So pixels are where you measure sizes and in CSS. You measure sizes using pixels. You can measure it using percentage. You can measure it using other ones too, like EM and REM, which we're going to be talking about later on. And once we save it, and as you can see, the size of this has changed. It's bigger now than it was before. I think the default size normally for text for a paragraph is 16 pixels. Now we've changed it to 20 pixels, which make the text a lot bigger. Okay, so that's sizes. Also, for instance, let's say we want to do another thing. We want to set, we don't like the position where our text is. Let's say our heading, we don't want it here, we want it to be middle. How do we do that? We the property for that is text align. So we want to align our text. And the way to do that is writing text align and text align. And as you can see, it has suggested it's here. So text align, I'm going to click on it. And for the text align, we have right, we have center, and we have left. Okay. So right is taking it right, left is taking it left, which the default place the text is going to be is at the left. So now we want it to be at the center, and we are going to write center. Save. Then we reload, and as you can see, it has taken this to the center. Sorry, I wrote it on the body, so it's going to affect everything. Since I wrote this on the body, is going to affect everything. write it on the body. So I'm going to remove it. I'm going to cut it away from the body. And I'm going to put it back in the H1. I just want it to affect only the H1, not the whole body. So since I put it in the body, it's going to affect the H1, the P tag, and every other element inside the body. Okay, it's going to affect all the elements, all the child of the body is going to affect everything. Okay, but since now I want to put it inside the H1 tag, it's going to affect only the H1. Let's put it in the H1, save it, and reload. And as you can see, everything is back to its position while the H1 text is in the middle. That's text align. Text align, if I do, let's say if I do right, save, reload, and it's going to take my text to the right. And as you can see, my text is at the right. But let's take it back to the center because we want it to at the center. We want it to be at the center, so it is going to be at the center. So we've done color, changed the sizes, we've changed the background, we've changed we've changed the font family, also changed the position of our text using text align. Okay, so let's move on. Now we're moving down to formatting, different ways of formatting text. Okay, so for instance, if I want my text to be bold, if I want it to be italic format, if I want it to be smaller, if I want it to be a subscript text or a superscript text, there's a way to that. Okay, so what we're going to be doing right now. Okay, so there are some elements or there are some tags. These things are called elements also. Okay, so the H1, the P, and all that, they are called elements. So there are some elements that are block tags, and there are some elements that are inline tags, which we're going to be getting a better view later on. So most times those inline tags are supposed to be inside the block tags. For instance, the bold tag I'm going to use now is an inline tag, though I can write it on its own, but I can also put it inside the block tag. For instance, this paragraph is a block tag, the H1 block tag, the image is a block tag. But the inline ones, I can, for instance, let's say I want to make this part of this text, I can just write bold here. So I can put it inside the tag bold. Let's say just up to this place. Yeah, up to this dollar. Yeah. I am going to close it. So you can see this part here is inside the bold tag. Okay, so if we save this and we go to reload, supposed to be bolder than the rest, maybe because of the color. That's why we're not seeing. Come in. Let me remove the color. Save it. I think something is wrong. Because it's supposed to be bold. Okay, let's try it outside paragraph tag. Sorry, I made a mistake here. It's not bold, it's sorry, it's not bold, it's B. So I'm not supposed to write bold in full. I'm supposed to write B. So it's B for bold. B for bold. I am going to, okay, now, as you can see, yeah. So as you can see, part here is, so as you can see here, this part here is bold. So that's the place we made to bold. And as you can see now, it's it. So we can also try it outside the paragraph tag. So I can make this right B. I'm going to close it. Okay, and I am going to write this is a text. Save that. Come back to our web page. As you can see here, it's written in bold. So this is a bold text, is written in bold. So we have other things too. Other ways of formatting text. We have the italic text. So if we want to write our text in italic, the way we do that is the I. We're going to write the I tag. So when it close, then I'm going to write this is an italic text. Save it, go back to our web page and reload. And as you can see, this one is a bold text and this is an italic text. As you can see, it's different from normal text. It's bent a little. So the italic text is bent a little. This is how to write the bold one and the italic text. Okay, so that's different ways of writing of formatting our text. We have the bold, we have italic. So if I want to write something in like a subscript of something, I can do this. Let's say I remember these things are inline elements, so I can write it in between. Okay, I can write it in between block elements. So I'm going to write another paragraph right now. Just to show you an example. Then inside the paragraph, I am going to write this. This is a, then inside, I am going to write a subscript inside this paragraph. SUB, tag for subscripts. Then inside the subscript tag, I am going to write subscript text. Subscript text. And let's save that and reload. And as you can see, it's written here. This is a subscript text. And as you can see, the subscript is it's a subscript. So this is a subtext. We can also do the same for superscript. So superscript is going to be on top. Okay, so I can just copy this, paste it. Then I'm going to change this to P because SUP is for subscript. I'm going to save it, go back to our browser, reload. And as you can see, this is on top while this is below. So for instance, if I want to write 2 raised to power 0 in if I want to write 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 10 in HTML, this is how I write it. So let's say I want to write 2 raised to power 10. So I'm going to write 2 here, and I am going to write 10 here. And once I do that and I reload my page, and as you can see, this is 2 raised to power 10. Okay, so this is a subscript text while this is a normal text. Okay, so that's how you do that in HTML. Okay, so now we've done a lot in our HTML. We've done the tags, we've treated different tags. So there are other tags out there which get. So your assignment will be to search for other tags and test them. So search for different other tags except from the one we've done. We've done the body, we've done the one up to H6. Third, the paragraph tag, the image tag, the anchor tag, the list tag. There are other ones out there. Let's say tables and other things. So just search for them and try to test them. So that's your assignment for this class. Okay. And if you have any questions, please send it to hello@codurina.org. Okay, so I will answer you from there. So if you have any questions, just send it to hello@codurina.org. So that will be all for this class. See you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Abdul Martin. It's so great to have everyone here. I believe we've learned a lot, and we've seen a lot, and we've had fun. So, like he said, if you have any questions, you can send it on the comment section here, or you can send it at hello@perena.org, so that we can answer all of your questions. Okay, so that is all for the web design development class. For those of us that are going to partake in the innovation in the yeah, for those of us that are partaking in our next class, please turn on to the next class, and we'll be live in um, less than 2 minutes. Thank you, and bye bye. See you next week.